and I was just talking about quiet luxury. But I thought today I would talk about actually what I do, or what I'm going to try and do from now on. And that is that I am actually going to try and get dressed in a sense that I'm dressed in the house in the same way as I would dress outside from my house, or perhaps going to a meeting or going on errands. And I wouldn't necessarily dress differently, apart from, some work if I couldn't get anybody to help me in my house. But apart from that, I really do want to dress up in my house as I do, outside when I sort of when I answered the door, I want to be dressed in a pinstripe jacket, and be respectable from head to toe, as if I went to, or if I was going to a meeting. And the same with errands, etc., or going to the hairdressers, or, even got to go to getting my car valeted, or even, to the grocery store. I still would like to, get dressed in a very respectable way wherever I am. And obviously I would be slightly more elegant, if you like, and less, toned down slightly if I were at a meeting, very, very formal meeting, but not particularly. I think I really want my good clothes. I want to wear them as often as I can, and I want to treat my house, because it is my office, to all intents and purposes, for most things at the moment. And of course, I'm always traveling. So again, I'm always dressed up when I go on an aircraft, even though the seats aren't always the cleanest. So I don't wear white, but I always try and wear a nice jacket and be very respectable as a kind of I guess, respect to the captain, because after all, I have studied aviation medicine, and I was an examiner for the aviation medical authority in Gatwick before I first got injured. And I was so sad that I couldn't continue my career in aviation medicine because I had a clinic in Farnborough called the Farnborough International Travel and Aviation Clinic, and really it was the most exciting part of my career, but it caused a lot of jealousy amongst my colleagues, and they said I was doing too much time doing aviation medicine and travel medicine and not enough time doing the NHS. But there was no evidence of that, because I did all my aviation medicine outside of my contracted hours for the NHS. But just leaving it that, I just want to just talk to my American colleagues, friends on Facebook, because I know that I am 5 hours ahead of you guys in New York, and New York are 3 hours ahead of my followers in California. So you're all just coming online now, which I think is great. So that's why I thought I would do my makeup and fashion video for tonight for my American followers, Facebook friends who've been with me for quite a long time, since my campaign, human rights campaign through music began, many years ago. Of course, I spent most of my time, sadly, on LinkedIn, and I had 14,400 connections, and overnight it disappeared for no reason. But I got a message that my appeal had not been successful. I don't know how that happened, because I didn't know anything about an appeal or who's behind it. But it was probably the people that complained in the first place. They got second thoughts about it, or guilt and they decided to kind of write on my behalf and pretend it was me. I don't know how they did that, and LinkedIn has never come back to me about it, and have never told me how they got to that situation where they told me that I had made an appeal to LinkedIn about what happened when I never wrote to them, because I didn't even know it happened. Because I was traveling during the time, and I didn't know that the whole thing had happened. And suddenly, I'd been off LinkedIn for a while before I realised that it happened. And the only message I got from LinkedIn was that your appeal hasn't been successful. Now, I didn't do an appeal, so I don't know who did. But that meant that somebody had pretended to LinkedIn that they were me, complaining to take me off LinkedIn, and then at the same time had second thoughts about it and thought maybe I shouldn't be taken off LinkedIn, and they appealed using my name or my, email address or whatever to do this. Anyhow, that's my story with LinkedIn and having 14,400 connections and working so hard with my research on neurological injuries after surgery, and then just to be taken down as a media group is really very, very serious. And I'm still waiting for LinkedIn to get back to me, and I wrote to them, as many of you had seen, via Facebook today, but I got no answer. I think Facebook is also aware of the situation, but I can't. It's nothing to do with Facebook because they're a separate entity to me, as it were. Anyhow, let's get to today's video as to what I do and what I'm going to do to get ready in the morning for the day.